Hi, welcome to another session of taking a closer look at one of the flutes from my collection. Today we're going to look at this flute that is from CM Flutes. The gentleman's name, Flute Maker, is Chet Miller. He is from St. George, Utah. This particular flute, I saw him posting a picture on Facebook. I don't remember which group it was to, about some flutes that he had just completed with some amazing wood grain. I messaged him, asked him some questions, and I ended up buying this flute from him. Just gorgeous wood. This is Buckeye Burl, and it has some places where there are some little occlusions, voids that he had filled with some turquoise inlay. A much lighter section of Buckeye for the end caps and the block here, and the rings are rosewood that he added in between the two end cap, or the end cap and the flute body. Kind of an interesting, kind of his signature flute block, at least it seems to be right now. This is a two-piece design, routed. The bore measures almost 7/8 of an inch. Not quite, almost 7/8 of an inch. Yeah, two-piece design. The flue is in the flute body. It did have a chimney, and I'll explain that a little bit later. Now it has almost no chimney. The true sound hole measures, kind of hard to do, right at 3/8 of an inch wide by about just slightly over a 1/4 inch long. It looks to me like he is burning his holes in. They aren't quite as precise as someone carving or machining the holes in. And it looks to be slightly discolored around the outside there, so that's why I think he's burning them. And here's the voice. F sharp is the key. When I had talked with him, and this was made, I think the end of 2019. When I had talked to Chet, one of the questions that I asked is your flute tuned to 440 hertz? because I need my flutes to be able to play with other instruments that you can't change the tuning on, and all of my instruments are 440 hertz. Yes, and he uses methods to help him tune the flutes, probably electronic tuner. And I was a little dismayed when I got this, and it wasn't exactly playing in tune to itself completely, and it was really low. It was almost like it was at about a 432 hertz deal. So I talked with him about that, and we made some arrangements that he'd give me a little discount, and I would do the work myself instead of sending it back and forth, which he offered to do that. It was, he was being very accommodating, to try to rectify my problem that I wasn't completely happy with the flute. Looks-wise, gorgeous. Sound-wise, had a very nice voice. Not quite in tune. So I thought about this for a little while before I got started, and the whole entire flute was too low. Having a chimney normally lowers the pitch a little bit, so I figured everything is a little bit low. Instead of making all of the holes bigger and cutting the end, drastically, it's already a little bit shorter than the mouthpiece end, so it already looks a little bit short. So I thought I would change the block, reducing the length of the wings of the chimney until I got pretty close, until most of the flute was in tune. So I did that, and now the wings are only about a 1/16 of an inch long at the bottom. At the top there are no wings, so they very, very short chimney, almost non-existent now. Got that close, and then I took just a tiny, tiny sliver off of the end, and I retuned a couple of the holes that were still a little bit out. Now it plays great, plays great. He has a nice voicing on the flute, but if you're looking at his flutes, and he sells quite a few of them through eBay, that's where I noticed first, saw the pictures of these flutes, because they truly are gorgeous. And now I have a great playing flute. That I'm proud to own. So Chet Miller, CM Flutes. This is Buckeye Burl with drastically different colored Buckeye for the end caps and the fetish block, and Rosewood rings, key of F sharp. I think he's checking his tuning a little more carefully now after talking with him. And so if you do think about getting a flute from him, just verify that it is playing in tune and at what temperature. So that would be the only thing I would recommend. But I can recommend his flutes in the overall workmanship quality is very nice. A fairly glossy finish. Not sure what type of finish he uses, but looks nice, sounds nice, it plays great now. So I'm very happy to own this flute, and glad that he and I were able to very amicably reach a mutually beneficial decision on how to work with this, and very happy to add this to my collection. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the looks of the flute, the sound of the flute. What do you think about taking a chance on a flute maker that you're not familiar with and not able to play the flute first? How does that make you feel? Usually what I try to do is ask for a sound sample, which I did, but I neglected to try to check that sound sample for if it was in tune or not. I was listening to just the voice characteristics of the flute, and if that would fit into what I thought I might enjoy. And it does. It does. It has a very nice voice. But let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell over there so that you are aware when I do post another video like this. It might be a real in-depth review, taking a closer look at a flute from my collection. It might be a music video, could be a tutorial on how to play the flute. I do have beginning lessons and something that is beneficial to help people beyond that also. Some of my secrets on how to play the flute. So don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.